Alright, so we're here fighting Ludwig the Accursed. Now, if you're fighting him on your own, aside from obviously NPC help, he's kind of an asshole. I'm fighting him on new game, nothing really special going on, level 97, 98 character, pretty strong. I advise fighting this boss after you've beaten most of the main game. Really, just, if you're going to play the DLC, you want to make a little bit more progress. The advised level is 65, but it's kind of newer out, so for a newer player, I would actually advise being at least level 80 before attempting most of this stuff, since you will get your shit rocked pretty easily. As for Ludwig himself, the boss strategy is pretty simple, for the most part. In his first stage, I take advantage of Henriette by using her, or him, I don't know what gender Henriette would be, I wasn't looking, honestly, this entire time. Basically, use Henriette as a distraction, and split the boss's aggro, which, I'll explain a little more in depth in a moment, but basically, you want to go ahead and just continuously stick to his side. I prefer his right side here because he can't do shit about it. He has no counter moves for it aside from changing focus. But with his aggro, you want to split it between the two of you. Henriette has 5 healing blood vials that I've seen activated. Tends to pick fights with other enemies though before the boss area, so you usually go through one before the fight. If you use a quarter bell, you can keep Henriette alive. That is a good strategy. I didn't use it just because I personally don't like Henriette that much, and I didn't really need for the second phase of the fight to have anyone on my side but myself. I was going to just solo it. I love fighting the second phase. Really the trick with Henriette is just split aggro, hit him after he hits her. Or like whenever Henriette hits the boss, you hit the boss right after, and the boss's aggro will continuously split between the two of you. When the boss uses that weird liquid, like, health-destroying blast, your trick is just plain and simple. Just someone has to hit the boss. That's it. There's no gimmick to it, really. Just hit the boss, you'll break it, you'll stagger him. He can be critically striked, just because if you hit him hard enough a few times in the face, for some odd reason, he'll go into riposte animation in this fight form, and in his second form, multiple times even. He doesn't heal crippled limbs. I think if you just fuck up a limb of his enough, or a part of his body enough. For his drip down, I roll like a madman. You can really time it based on his drips, like, between them all. He can drop down instantly. He's a very unpredictable boss. Moveset's very aggressive, very dangerous. That leap can end you. He can do double jumps sometimes, which I've seen very rarely. So really your best bet is just try to get him out of his first phase. It's when he's most unpredictable, and honestly, I'm more afraid of him than this. Because he doesn't use a human moveset with a weapon or anything like he does in the second phase, which I just got that critical strike. Put him down into a second phase. I skipped by it because I don't want to watch it. I've seen like 10 times he kept kicking my ass beforehand on another character when I first fought him. But yeah, his moveset in this one, same strategy honestly. Get behind him, get on his left now, and that's it. And then just be ready to dodge his extra swing that he'll do. Just work him down. He's a very long to fight boss, but he just works slowly and you can kill him. Really, his first phase is most unpredictable because of the fact that he just uses a variety of swipes with different timing. With the sword, he'll do random timing moves, and he has a lot more dangerous magic damage, but honestly, it's kind of more and more like you're fighting against a player's moveset. So if you're a PvPer especially, you might actually have an easier time against his second phase. I noted that I really had an easy time maneuvering around, and really the hardest part was I just kept getting greedy on my fights and getting really arrogant. But once I actually started dodging around and taking him more seriously when he took the sword out, instead of trying to have fun with it, I was able to get around him. You can break lock throughout this fight a lot. It's actually a pretty good strategy to avoid him. Rolls are surprisingly good dodges against his sword. Otherwise, you just gotta be careful when you charge up his sword. Wearing an arcane resist set of armor is a very good idea. Buffing your weapon, probably one of the best ideas made. I used the Phantasm Shell, which really didn't do much good for me, personally. Using Fire Paper would be. I was just being economical because I didn't think I was honestly going to beat him when I first started fighting. I was kind of just dicking around until I got him into the second phase like this. Tank that move when he does it, and just stay near him. This move will kill you. It will take at least a good chunk of your health, if not. When he does that big sword slam, he raises it up and charges it up. Let the explosion hit you and get as close as you can to him, and then just get behind him, or get on his side. Just keep running to his side when he does it. He can't hit you with it, and you'll just basically be able to get away with free hits on him, no matter what you do. When he really does start getting kind of like aggressive, you can back off like I'm doing. Drop a quick heal, and he'll start shooting like the Moonlight Greatsword signature ranged attack. Your best bet is just to dodge them out. They're very easy. You can dodge into them like Same mechanics as pretty much everything Bloodborne. As long as the dodge frames are active, you're safe. So you can just basically invincibility frame through all that. I almost died on this part here, but I'm lucky because big roll saved my life. Again, he'll do that one. That fucking specific slash he does hurts a little bit more, I believe, than the other ones. I didn't really get hit by them ever, so I didn't get to test it much, but usually that one I saw and other players and shit were really getting hit hard from it. Also, he'll do this madman swinging thing where he'll just keep slamming down. If you get caught by that in a lot of instances, if you don't get up quickly and start, like, timing your rolls and dodges and shit if you broken lock, he will kill you with it. Stay close to him when he starts swinging like this, because it will severely reduce his damage, as you'll be getting hit by most of the hilt and the game will not register the damage. Another thing is, just if he's getting really crazy with the swings, like he was here, just keep dodging. No reason to stay close to him at all, or like fight him back. Don't try to trade with Ludwig is basically my best advice for that. He's actually a very pleasant to fight boss. I thought there I got a critical strike animation, so I was going in to finish him, but I got it here. All in all, he's a very fun boss. Very challenging, very high health pool. Honestly, more spongy than anything. And he can deal some good damage, but it's not too much for a player. It's really just about timing, take advantage of everything. And if you look to your right, which when I'm posing you don't really notice, I didn't notice this until much later, his skull to the right there, you can talk to that, and if you kill it, you get the Moonlight Greatsword for yourself, which if you're an arcane build, I can't lie, that just sounds like it's going to be fucking awesome. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and happy hunting.